Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to your Friday night oasis of improvisational goodness, the Suggestion Box, here on the Vaudacity Network. Tonight, you'll be joined by the players. Give it up for Mr. Tom Carrozza, Denny Siegel, Jane Brucker, Danny ROQUE, Miss Karen BAUGHN, and ladies and gentlemen, I am your host. My name is Paul Carganilla. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Suggestion Box, right to your home from ours in this time of craziness around the world. You are a staple. You are the wind beneath our wings. And we're so happy to be here with you. We're going to start our game with the classic improv game, World's Worst. So what we need from you guys is in the chat here on the YouTubes, start giving us suggestions of a profession, any type of job, or any type of role, really. And our players here will start to discover or make up moments in the world's worst, whatever that is, and bring it straight from their brains to your eye holes. Here we are. The first one I see here is the world's worst driver. World's worst driver.
Mom, I'm gonna be 14 next week.
Denny.
My husband and I like to play sex games, sure, but I don't let it interfere with my work.
Danny. He's just trying to...
It's hard with one hand.
Karen.
Hi, I'm Minnie.
Mini driver. Got it. Tom.
Hey, has anyone seen my dog? He runs alongside while I drive.
Check under the hood. Tom.
Oh, this is a lot different than the camel.
Jane.
Oh, you recognize me now? I've been driving for Uber for a couple. No, all the charges were dropped.
Denny.
I don't know a lot about golf, but I'm the president, see? And I'm spending a lot of time golfing and think this is my driver.
Got it. Danny, did you have one?
Yeah. Who cares what direction we drive on? We're all going the same way.
Ooh, spiritual. I love that.
Jane.
96? And they say I'm blind?
Tom.
Sure, I might be colorblind, but I know that the red one's in the middle.
Denny, did you have one?
I was working on something.
Fix Tom's joke.
Joke. What does that say? S-T-O-P.
All right, Tom, go ahead.
Ooh, you better yield. Character work there, you know.
Love it. All right, florist. World's worst florist. Denny.
I bought a lot of linoleum. I'm here to lay your floor. I'm a florist.
This
Danny.
is a funeral.
Danny.
Hey, I've been getting the best bouquets in town ever since they took the fence down at the cemetery.
Jay.
Every bud here was manufactured in the United States of America. Plexiglass, plasticine.
Tom.
I'm so sorry. We have some great orchids over there, roses.
I never taste my own product.
Denny.
That son of a bitch bastard ex-husband took everything. This is what's left. You want 2 yellow flowers?
Oh, I was supposed to water them?
Tom.
I think if we lay her out with a nice wreath of lilies, it'll make her look alive.
Well, Danny.
Open 363 days a year. Closed Mother's Day and Valentine's Day.
Horrible florist. All right. Thank you, Christina, for the reminder that I should say happy Hanukkah. Happy second day of Hanukkah, everybody. And she's looking for the world's worst rabbi. World's worst rabbi. Denny.
I'm sorry I'm late. I just finished the New Testament. Oi, what a book.
Danny.
I'll join you in the reception hall as soon as I finish setting up the nativity scene.
Tom.
Oh, it's a typo. I'm a rabbit.
The T is silent.
Jane.
My name is Sally O'Connor, and I'm here to get all you Jews to heaven.
Oh, no. Denny.
Don't be silly, Mr. Carganilla. You're never too old for a circumcision.
Okay, with that.
She had those very ready. Did you notice? She just had those.
I did. I was just like
Denny's
nearby.
turning into a prop comic over there. She's got it all.
What are you talking about? Why did you call me and tell me about it, Karen?
All right, we're going to end on this one. World's worst Walmart greeter. World's worst greeter at Walmart. I don't know why we would end on this one. Danny, go ahead.
Achoo! Howdy.
Oh, Denny.
Welcome to Walmart. It's just bad enough by itself. You don't have to do anything to it.
Welcome to Target. Rite Aid. Sears.
Oh, you're the worst greeter. You're the worst Walmart greeter. Tom.
Oh, don't run. I thought you said shingles. Yeah, I've got those too. See?
Oh, no. Karen.
I need to see your receipt and check it against every single item in your cart on the way out. So
yeah.
one extra large tampon.
That's like every single Walmart greeter. Jane.
Nobody's allowed in this store without a gun.
Denny.
Low hell. Everything's backwards.
He can't say hello.
I had another one.
Yeah, go for it.
But I already went political, so I hate to go back. I'm going to regret this one. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, who can whistle? Who can be that smiley guy? You know, the smiley face guy?
It's
I
pretty
just can't
close,
whistle.
Karen. It's pretty close, though.
I've been working on my whistle. I think it's getting better.
Can we see more of that? Yeah. That's good.
All right, I have one.
Yeah.
Set me up, Paul.
Denny.
No, I know my name. What am I doing?
And with our last joke to bring us home with the world's worst Walmart greeter, Denny Siegel.
Welcome to Walmart. You smell good. Maybe that's not the last one.
That's the last one. Give it up for
Too
our
political!
cast here tonight. I know. She went way too political twice in a row. That's Denny, Jane, Karen, Tom, and Danny. We'll see more of them, of course, throughout the show, throughout this hour tonight. And our next game is 3 point of views. This is our first time playing this game. 3 POVs. And playing it for the first time with us is going to be Tom, Jane, and Denny. What I need from you guys at home in the chat is a dramatic event, like a fire or a compound fracture of the shin. A dramatic event, just anything that happens. And I've got Tom, I need some Jane and some Denny. And what they're going to do is they're going to tell the story of this dramatic event from 3 different point of views. And that's really all it is. So, as I look over to the chat, election day. Yeah, let's just keep it political, right? All right, here we go. Falling down the stairs is what we got. Falling down the stairs, very dramatic. First time ever on the VIP show, the suggestion box, 3 POVs.
Well, it was late at night, and I was taking my usual nap because it was very quiet in the convalescent home. But then I heard this sudden kind of rumbling, and I realized, whoa, somebody, I don't know who, probably fell down the stairs.
The next thing I knew, I was looking up at the ceiling. And I had thought that the automatic chair was working, so I placed my butt down, and down I went down the stairs. Nurses got angry with me.
Gladys has been a tough case. Her granddaughter's lovely. She bakes us cookies. I think she's trying to compensate. If you tell Gladys to sit, she stands. If you tell her to stand, she sits. If you tell her it's pudding day, she wants cake. And Harold seems to be the only one who can control her.
When I looked down the stairs and looked who was at the bottom, I was not surprised to see that it was Gladys. She was doing pranks like this all the time, putting herself at risk just to get some silly attention.
Yeah, they didn't want to put in a chair on the banister, and of course they didn't. I mean, on the what do they call that again? They call it whatever I want. They didn't put a chair on the stairs for me, even though I asked them. Oh goodness gracious, how many times? Do they listen? No, no. Look, I can see her coming now, and she's going to try to get me to stop talking to whoever it is I'm talking to.
We're a state-funded facility. We don't have money for chairs that go up and down. That's my job. But this time Gladys went too far. She thought she was being passive aggressive, but as I came to scold her this time, she slipped on some leftover tapioca and snapped her ankle for real.
As I went down the stairs to collect her, I couldn't help noticing that she was rather posed at the bottom of the stairs and exposing a hint of very expensive French lingerie, both on the top and bottom of her outfit. She winked at me, and I was a little taken aback.
There I lay in pain, writhing, and I always thought that he liked it when I writhed. Well, he likes it in my imagination when I writhe. Hey, looky. Oh.
I always sensed some interest from Gladys, but Harold had never made a move, perhaps because his beloved Pookie had only left us 6 months earlier. But this time, as she writhed in pain, first cracking an ankle and then dislocating a shoulder, Harold seemed to have a gleam in his eye I hadn't noticed before. I stepped back into the shadows.
Since Pookie was gone, I was a very lonely man. I just kept making ice over and over, not using it at all. Ice trays left and right. I needed someone in my life. And as I saw her writhing on the floor with fancy lingerie peeking out, I thought this might be my chance.
Yeah, that's when I saw him looking at me, writhing, moaning, and I quickly said, "It's not a girdle. It's not a girdle. It's actual panties."
Once I heard the word panties, that was my cue to leave. Let's just say the moaning went from one person to two, and they haven't pressed the call button since.
That's 3 POVs. Give it up for Denny, Tom, and Jane.
So good. That's something.
Next time we're going to have to wait till after 9 to play that. And I'll have some sexual healing ready.
Have some pudding. Have pudding.
Tapioca pudding ready. That's what I meant. I will have some pudding ready. For our next game, what do I need from you guys at home? Just like any improv game, we need connection. So please make sure you are in the YouTube chat if you can. But if not, don't leave. And of course, we're doing this all hour till 9 o'clock, possibly beyond. So let your friends know what's happening. If you can share the link on any of your social medias, we'd appreciate it. But what we need you to share with us right now is a location. If you can think of a location, any old location that isn't Disneyland, put it in the chat, and we are going to play our next game based on the location chosen. What is the next game, you might ask? That's a great question. It's Time Crunch. I'm going to invite Karen in here, and Denny's going to help us out. Karen and I are going to play out a scene that begins as a minute-long scene, and then it gets cut in half and cut in half and cut in half until it is 3 seconds long. The same scene goes from a minute to 3 seconds. It's usually a lot of fun, and the first location, we do Paris all the time. I should say that isn't Disneyland and that isn't Paris, because it's like those are the two things we do all the time.
A giant spatula that you can visit.
I was going to say spatula too.
Spatula is not a location, but it could be if we were in. Yeah.
Spatula, Wyoming. It's very flat, and once in a while, you just have to go over.
I love it from our friend Eric. The official Atlantis is the location.
Eric!
For Time Crunch.
Great idea.
Yeah. So here we go. We're set at 60 seconds here, and it's counting up, not down. Correct.
It's going to do whatever the people in Cupertino tell it to do. Ladies and gentlemen, we now take you to a scene in the possibly mystical land, who knows, of Atlantis.
Bergamot.
I'm sorry?
Bergamot. I have found another human artifact for your collection.
I thought you were my dive partner. Explorer, Deepwater Explorer Karen. What did you call me again? Shout it out.
Bergamot. I thought you were Bergamot, my Atlantean boyfriend.
Karen!
Bergamot! Bergamot!
Okay,
You
listen,
do
I
look
didn't mean to
rather
scare
like
you.
Bergamot.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Please don't leave. Don't swim away. I need to know, how long have you lived here?
Oh, my whole life. I've always wanted to meet a real human.
My whole life, I've always wanted a hug from a mermaid.
Oh, both of our dreams are coming true. Don't tell Bergamot.
I won't. Neither will you. You'll be dead.
Wow, I can't decide what I like more, 90-year-olds having sex or mixed species under the water sex. This is a good night. But you know what? I like when romance cuts to the chase, like a harlequin. So let's see if we can see that entire scene over again, this time in a mere 30 seconds.
Romance?
And go.
Bergamot, I found another human artifact.
Karen, you're not Karen. Karen!
Bergamot! Bergamot! Bergamot!
Listen, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I've never seen a mermaid before. Could I please have a hug?
Oh, well, I've always wanted to hug a human. I'll hug you now. Ooh, you're so dry. I feel safe in your arms.
Well, you shouldn't, because I'm here to murder you.
Die!
Mermaid, die!
And like all good sex, it ends in murder. All right, well, you know what? That was a very riveting scene, but I think we can cut to the passion even quicker because it is Friday night, am I right? Let's see that scene in 15 seconds!
Bergamot, I found a human artifact.
Mermaid, Karen! Get down
Bergamot!
here!
Bergamot!
Listen, I don't want you to be scared. Could I please have a hug?
Okay, I'll give you a hug. I feel very safe. I
Thank
feel
you.
warm and safe and
Away
healthy.
stabbing! Die!
You know what? I have a very short attention span. That was 2.5 times too long for me. Let's see if we can see this same scene in Who Can Do Math? 7 seconds!
Bergamot, human artifact.
Karen! Can I please have a hug?
Yes, you can. I love you.
Die!
Fish guts.
All right, it has now been shortened from HBO Plus to Netflix clips. You're going to see it in 3 seconds!
Artifact.
Karen!
Bergamot.
Well, I think we've all learned something today. Officially, I hope you're happy.
What did we learn? What is the moral of the story?
We learned that interspecies love can only go so far until the human wants to murder it and then sell its parts.
What doesn't the human want to murder?
That's right.
I learned not to go scuba diving with Paul.
Yeah. Don't date him either.
All right, give it up for Karen and Denny, of course. That was fun. That's the first time I've ever murdered a mermaid. In real life or in make-believe. I murdered her so hard my clipboard went flying.
So you claim.
All right, next up we're gonna
You
play.
couldn't find my clipboard.
Oh. Also true. That's why I had to stab you with something else. Next up, we're playing Oscar-winning moment, and Tom, Jane, Karen, and Danny ROQUE are coming on here. What we need from you guys in the chat is a personal problem. Fill the chat with all your personal problems. Let us know whether you can't find your clipboard or your mate can't find your clipboard, or you just keep getting murdered by deep sea divers. Whatever your
Just
personal
keep
problem
looking
is,
for it.
just put them in there.
Keep looking for it till
You
you
could-
find it.
Sometimes deep sea divers have a tough time finding that clipboard. All right. And what's going to happen here is Tom around. Tom's going to introduce the movie. the film that we are about to watch, and he's going to tell us about the amazing, fantastic performances in said movie. I'm going to ask him to start his video because he's tardy enough that it's becoming awkward. There it is. And
Who does he think he is?
there he is. He's a cinephile. Danny Roque, can we at some point this week, can we get you with Tom so you can give him a bunch of like tech pointers and turn on?
Yeah, sure. Or I could just send him one of those e-letters or something.
Yeah. All right. So what we got here is first gray hair. The first discovery of the first gray hair is what that personal problem is going to be. And here is Oscar-winning moment. Take it away.
Hello, I am Oscar-winning director Giancarlo Vaginini. I am here to present an acting award. We are very proud that there is a movie that has 3 acting Oscar nominations in the same movie. The movie is about aging, and it's called First Gray Hair. Let us take a look.
Danny, I found this in our bed. It's a gray hair, and it couldn't possibly be mine.
Well, I know you're not going to blame it on me.
No, you don't have any hair on your head, and I don't have a gray hair on my... Oh, Karen.
Freeze.
Oh, speechless again.
We are now going to see Karen Bond's Oscar-winning moment.
She unmutes.
Ah, so it's been a while since you've acknowledged me. Just sitting here in the corner, waiting. While you have your little domestic squabbles, the help is just supposed to fade into the background. But no more. Not now that I've put your rapid aging toxin onto your pillowcase sheets. That's my revenge! You will lose your beauty!
Oh, it's a wonderful, wonderful acting job. Let us resume the movie now.
Look, you should just stick to your job. You're here to care for the hardwood floors.
Yes, I don't believe we need to take any more of that. You can find yourself new employment. As for you, Danny, you've told me I never look more beautiful than every day brings.
Freeze.
Exactly.
It is now Denny Roque's Oscar-winning moment.
When we take walks outside during the day, I'm afraid the sun may leave because your brilliance outshines it. So how you could possibly think you are less beautiful than when we met is beyond me.
Very moving. All right, let us continue with the movie now.
And I love you too, Danny. Oh, Karen, I see you're still here.
How sweet this reconciliation is. Little do you know that I've added extra toxins. You have but minutes to live. You will age and crumble before my eyes.
Freeze. We will now see Jane Brucker's Oscar-winning moment.
It was on my brush. It was you. You put it on my brush. I've been losing beauty ever since you started working here. First there was the cheeks, the sagging, the unfathomable canyons on my cheeks, and the rivers across my forehead. It's poison. Poison, that's what you've done to me. You killed me, and I look like shit.
Oh, it really rings true. Let us finish up the clip now.
But die knowing you were loved.
Oh.
I just also want to clarify, I only started doing the toxins about a week ago, so any other aging, that's all on you, girl.
Oh, well, I'm glad I am not the one who has to choose the winner. That was up to the Academy. Oh, the envelope is so stuck here. Okay, the winner is Treat Williams for the Ritz. Mr. Williams cannot accept the award in person, but we will send it to him soon. Thank you.
I haven't seen the Ritz yet, but I'm pretty sure it could not get any better than that. Let's hear it for Karen, Jane, Danny, and Tom, of course. Oscar winning moments. Maybe I need to see that amazing performance. So perhaps after this show is over, I'll sit down in front of my TV and I'll be putting on the Ritz. You're welcome. Yeah.
I said that because today is Rita Moreno's birthday, and Rita Moreno did the Ritz on Broadway, and then she got to do the movie version too, and Treat Williams and Kay Ballard and Jerry Stiller are in it. It's very
Did you
funny.
send her a card?
No, but I just putting in a plug. All right, goodbye.
Rita, of course, from West Side Story. Was in West Side Story, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Among so many other things.
You tell him Chino found her and he killed her.
That's what I thought. I didn't want to look like a dummy. I mean, I look like a dummy on this show. It's what I do week to week. But I just wanted to make sure before I said anything there. All right. We have reached the midpoint of the show tonight, and I have so many exciting things to tell you guys about that I'm just going to blow through them. So fast that I can't even begin what's happening right now. Here we go. Of course, I want to thank our cast and crew, everybody who's watching. I want to thank our crew, especially Sam and Craig, who are not here tonight. And isn't it just the sweetest irony in life that when people are not there, it's when you realize how much you love them and you appreciate them. So if you guys are out there having a great night, I love you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for what you do week to week. Thank you, cast. Thank you, everybody who shows up and watches. We're in 35 households across the world right now. And we just appreciate being able to be with you here on the Vaudacity Network, different nights of the week, but especially here Friday night for the suggestion box with the Vaudacity Improv players. And here's a little toast to a little look in at what we've got coming up for you. It's going to look a little bit different and more ghetto than you're used to week to week, but as I share with you the show flyers for tomorrow night, we're having Crooners Night on Polly's online variety show. We're doing jazz standards, and it's been long overdue. I've been wanting to do a Crooners Night for quite some time, but of course, tomorrow night I wasn't expecting to be able to do the show, so I asked Wendy to put on the show, and then I can be here. So it's gonna be a regular Polly's online variety show, but with a Wendy Walker and Friends takeover. Wendy Walker's taking over an hour from 7 to 8, but we're starting at 6 as we usually do. But it's gonna be a great, fun night. We got improv comedy and lots of great music. Join us tomorrow night at 6 o'clock right here on the Vaudacity Network. And next week, so much good stuff. Of course, on Tuesday night, as usual, we will be doing live, just out of order here. Where is it? Oh my goodness. Your Creative Journey podcast with Paul Carganilla and Kevin Gregg, as we have this weekly hour in which we talk the arts and creating with very creative people who have done a lot of work over the years, and or just each other. And we try to find a nugget of inspiration for anyone who's working on anything creative. Join us for that Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Then, of course, on Thursday, Hunter Ackerman's Lovecast at 6 p.m. Hunter comes at you with that live acoustic guitar music from his cozy-looking cabin in the middle of Big Bear. From 6 to 7, he entertains every Thursday night right here on the Vaudacity Network. And then after him will be a special holiday episode of Quarantine with Friends. We just had one last night, just had an episode last night, and we're so blessed to have another one next week. Holiday Quarantine with Friends coming at you Thursday night at 7:30. That's right after Hunter ends at 7. And then, of course, Friday night, next Friday, we'll be right back with another suggestion box show. And next Saturday, as I shuffle these cards, the holiday episode of Polly's Online Variety Show. I'm so excited for this. We have so many cast members from throughout the year coming back to sing their favorite Christmas carols. We got so much Christmas music. We're going to have a little Christmas improv comedy and some short films that I've made throughout the years that take place on Christmas Eve. Yes, films plural. And we're ending the show with a live table read of a short film that I've written as well. A lot of members of our cast joining us for that. Denny Siegel, Karen Bond are going to read roles. Mr. Dylan White, who might be here tonight, who knows, will be joining us as well. It's going to be a great time. That's next Saturday night, the 19th. And then the next day on the 20th, Adam Bravo is hosting a piano by request Christmas night. So join us for that. That's going to be so awesome. That starts at 7 p.m. on Sunday, the 20th. And you're hearing it here for the first time on December 23rd. I'm going to find it right here. We are gathering together to watch the Hiatus Family Christmas Vacation. It will not be here on Vaudacity. We're going to be on the Phantom Panda Productions YouTube channel. And the cast crew are going to be in the chat. We're going to watch it together. We're all going to watch the show we did 3 years ago live on stage. It was National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, but we did it as a musical and with all of your friends as different members of the cast. Of course, I got to play Clark Griswold, and Jamie played my wife, Ellen, and Dan had his iconic performance, his cousin Eddie, and there's live music. It was just so much fun. We're going to watch it together 3 years later on the 23rd. And last but not least, Christmas Eve, what are you doing? I'm sorry, New Year's Eve, what are you doing? We are having a live party band, improv comedy. We're going to count down the 10 most iconic Polly's Online Variety Show moments from 2020 and count down to the new year. We're going to kick 2020 out the door right in the butt real hard, and bring in from 7:30 p.m. to 12:30 in the morning. We're going to be with you guys counting down to get 2020 out of here. And that is going to be our first pay-per-view event here on the network. $20 will get you a ticket to the 5 hours of quality entertainment, including a live party band. It's a deal. Are you kidding me? Hope to see you there. Where else would you be on New Year's Eve? And thank you guys so much for being here, right now. For our next improv game, what I need is a very mundane occurrence. Something like somebody brushed their teeth, or somebody bought a record at the flea market. Just something super mundane. And that's what we need for our next improv game here tonight. As we roll into the second half of our show, once again, we're so excited to have y'all here. And the first thing I'm getting here in the chat is paint drying. Paint drying is the mundane event.
I am so sorry to interrupt. I am so sorry. We have breaking news actually coming in right now. Get out of here. Because usually on channel 834, the news at 8:34 does not get news like this, but we are the first ones on the scene. Ladies and gentlemen, we have paint that is actually in the progress right now of drying. We have a reporter on the scene, Tom Carrozza. Can you tell us more?
I personally can't tell you too much. I have seen it, and it was moist, but I do have a witness here somewhere, if I could find her. There she is. Hi, ma'am. Could you please tell us what you know about the paint that's drying right now?
Oh, yes. I live in the neighborhood. I'm just out having it's a lemonade. And the house across the street from me, that young gal and her husband, I guess they're expecting. And out of nowhere, one day I smelled something kind of fumy. And I went and I looked both ways. Kids always do. I crossed the street, and there she was with her big belly and some sort of a rolling device. There was a lot of pink. There was a lot of fumes. It all really happened very fast.
Is it possible this was a gender reveal type painting?
I don't want to speculate because honestly, I was happening so fast. It was hard for me to take in. My senses were being assaulted.
I got
But certainly there was a lot of pink, and I did see her step in it and say, "Oh crap!"
Shocking. Karen, back to you.
Wow. I mean, this story just keeps unraveling on different levels. We've heard these gender reveal situations getting out of hand before. Entire wildfires have started, so we are keeping close tabs on this unfolding situation. Let's see how this is affecting the weather with Paul. Paul, what can you add to this?
Hi, Karen. Yeah, it was a crazy day. In the forecast today, we had a lot of humidity, and that was going to put a lot of that paint. We were going to have a lot longer to wait for that paint to dry. However, today, Mother Nature as my favorite band Outkast says, you can plan a pretty picnic, but you can't predict the weather. And holy smokes, holy buckets, did we get a change today. Wind and dry weather. Instead of the humidity and the moisture in the air that we were expecting, it's been windy, it's been really dry, and the conditions for paint drying today have been, thank you, Jesus Christ in heaven, the best I've ever seen for paint drying. This should happen real quick. This should happen quicker than... quicker than quick, Karen.
Quicker than quick. You heard it here first. The paint drying could be getting out of hand. We now have hip hop bands and the Lord involved. Danny, let's take it over to sports. Help us get a new perspective on this.
Well, from what I understand, pink paint was stepped in. And if the child is anything like her mother, the way she used to club, I'd say we have a little LPGA star in our hands.
Oh, what? So we have some insider information about the mother.
Well, let's just say she was well known around town.
You're going to have to be a little bit more explicit. What exactly do you mean?
She's trying to narrow down the baby's father still.
Ah, I see. And so
not making her husband very happy.
The intrigue is getting deeper and deeper. Do you have a coach's perspective on this?
No, but I'd like to take a swing at it.
All right. Thank you very much, Danny.
I'd be surprised if they can weather this storm, as Paul might say.
Yes. Or as he might say, quicker than quick. All right. Thank you very much, Danny.
Quicker than the mother.
And that was itself quite late. All right. Moving on with all of the different facets of this story, the gender reveal, the outcast, the search for the father. Jane, let's go to you with your big opinion and close us out here.
I understand, America, why you want to know what color you are. And yet, here we are again, putting such significance on the hue of the walls of our country. Are we a blue nation? Are we a pink nation? Are we a blue nation, red nation, black nation, white nation? I say America's paint is not yet dry, and we are open to a rainbow from our watercolor set. Let's not whitewash our country. Karen?
A lot of colors coming from a very beautiful woman. Thank you very much, Jane. You know what? I'll just go ahead and wrap this up and say, we are the Channel 834 News, and we are coming at you quicker than quick.
Quicker than what?
Quicker than
I didn't pull the trigger on the joke. It was fine. It was fine. Give it up for all of our players of Broken News. That's the whole cast. The whole cast of our show tonight was on it.
I miss Dylan White. Paul, I miss Dylan. Where is he?
Am I doing that badly?
No!
Does nobody think it's suspicious that every time Dylan, Sam, and Craig are here, Superman, Batman, and Robin are not here? And every time Superman, Batman, and Robin are here, Dylan, Craig, and Sam are not here?
And there's always that hotel room that's got the 3 bathtubs. It's always rented when they're missing.
Quicker than quick!
I'm gonna go kick rocks in the corner.
No, we love you. Come back, Paul.
All right, next up, we're going to play questions only. I think everybody's going to play this game. What we need from you guys is an era, a moment in time, a chapter of our constantly unraveling, unspindling line across the space and time spectrum that is only focused on time.
Spindling?
Yep. I know. I'm worthless. You don't have to rub it in anymore. That's what we need from you guys in the chat here. And what we're going to do is we're going to play out some scenes in which we can only ask questions, or every line of dialogue is a question. And I've got an era that grabbed my eye from Miss Melissa Catano down there in Long Beach, California, and that is Prohibition. Prohibition is this era, this place in time in which we are going to play questions only. Ladies and gentlemen, questions only. Starting out. Is everybody's camera on for this, or are we just popping in?
So that we
Everybody turn those cameras on so we can each other out.
Oh no, first Craig and Sam and then Dylan, and now we've lost Danny and Jane. What is happening?
And the order is there in the chat for anyone with the chat open. Not that chat, but this chat. And here we go. The first two are Denny and Tom.
You got any?
You know the code word?
Is it whiplash?
Does a crow fly?
Where can I get some hooch?
Can you keep your voice down?
Do you trust me?
Is it safe to trust a man who sweats and yells hooch when there's a copper down the street?
Can I tell you a secret?
You willing to take a gamble?
Do I look like a drunk to you?
No, but you sure smell like one.
Jane, Tom and Jane.
You're new around here? Are you new around here?
Jane and Danny. Jane and Danny.
Did you hear that buzzing?
I don't think I know what you're talking about.
Is that the new alarm?
Doesn't it sound like a buzzer?
Are you buzzed?
Want a hit of my hooch?
Do you always answer a question with a question?
Don't I look Jewish?
Isn't it the second day of Hanukkah?
What year is it again?
I don't know.
How am I still in this thing? I don't know.
The question.
You seen any suspicious activity around here, ma'am?
Are you a flapper?
No, I'm a cop.
Who's doing this?
I'm very manly.
Should we go around again?
Yes.
All right, Jane and Denny.
How you doing tonight, officer?
Who'd be asking?
Oh, sorry. I thought it was Karen. Sorry.
I obviously biffed that last one.
Sorry.
I don't get to stay.
Start over. Do a new one.
Knew what?
Thought it was about time you brought another woman into my speakeasy.
Where is she?
Don't you know that you're one of the finest gals I've seen since 1927?
Are you flirting with me?
You ever hear of girl on girl love?
Haven't you ever seen a Denny and Jane sketch?
You think it's the alcohol talking or Cupid's arrow?
Just what do you think hooch means?
I don't know, but it rhymes with cooch.
Tom and Jane again.
Wouldn't you
First
like
time
a
in the speakeasy. First time in the speakeasy.
Wouldn't I love a glass of champagne?
Do I look like the bartender?
Aren't you the bartender?
May I join you?
Well, if you can, you get from behind the bar.
I don't know how I'm still here.
Jane-
I'm always the first out.
Jane and Danny.
Do you know how to pour an old fashioned?
Is that with whiskey?
It is when I've had it before. She set me up.
Do you ever dance on the bar?
Can you play me a tune?
What would you like me to play it on?
Have record players been invented yet?
You want some of my bathtub gin?
Flossie, is that you?
What did you say?
Flossie, is that you?
Nope. I'm somebody else.
Oh my gosh.
Well, give it up for Jane, who took everyone out 2 times through. All the way through.
How many names?
Poison.
That was a good suggestion.
Hooch, yeah. Prohibition. Great suggestion.
Prohibition. Very good. Yes.
Good job. Thank you, Melissa. And next up, we're going to play a game we played, I think, for the first time last week. And it was such fun to watch for me as a spectator. And now I get to watch it again, but as a host. It's a game called Switching Channels. What we need from you guys at home are 4 different genres of television show. 4 different genres. I'll give you one, and you can fill in the blank. Talk show. There's other different genres of television shows, and you can put them in the feed here, and we will go ahead and grab those, and our players are going to play those different genres on television for someone who's very bored, another player who's very bored and watching. All right, I've got reality show number 1. Noir, mystery noir number 2. Game show number 3. And Hallmark number 4. So I'm going to run that back. That is reality show, noir, game show, and Hallmark. And here we are. I'm going to leave you with that person I just mentioned watching TV.
Ooh, another Friday night and I ain't got nobody. Okay, all right, that's all right. I have electricity and I got the boob tube. You know what they call it? So I got my remote. Let's see what's on. Let's just start with channel 1.
This is the fiercest competition for perfume designers in all of the Midwest Cincinnati. But I coming in tough, and I think I'm going to win.
Ah, yeah, she always thinks she's going to win everything, but she can't. Her nose, it's like got corks up it or something.
Oh, man, these are mean girls. I'm going to check out channel 2.
Where are you, Danny?
Where's my favorite actor, Danny ROQUE?
Come on, Danny,
Pretty
show
obvious by
yourself.
the smell of this body. It's been laying in this hotel room for some time now.
Something's wrong with the TV. I can hear him, but I can't see him.
Really?
Turn on the light. It's not like I've never seen a dead body before. Ah, there you are. All right, so you killed him. You think I care, huh?
Well, he came at me first.
Of course
See
you
that-
did, because you're a coward. You're a coward, that's what you are.
No, I couldn't get out of his way, so I beat him with that hammer.
Oh, this is violent. Let me check channel 3.
That's right, Mr. Pincus. Now listen carefully. If you can collect all of the bees in this hive in 10 seconds, you'll win this, a new car!
Can I get any kind of protective covering?
Oh, now that would be cheating. All right, are you ready to collect bees? Here we go. Start that
As
button.
many as I can.
Start that
channel
button.
4, channel 4.
Look, I don't have time to talk to you. I've got business work to do. Excuse me.
Wait, you came back to this town after being away for so long, Sally.
I know, but it was just about business. I didn't expect to see you or to feel anything.
I missed you. I was standing there at the altar that day, you know, waiting. You never showed up, never called.
Our Christmas wedding, it was just too much for me. I can't talk about this. Stocks, bonds.
Oh gosh, I hate stocks. Channel 2.
Okay, Danny, there you are again trying to turn out the lights. What, are you afraid of talking to me again?
No, I don't want to turn out anybody else's lights tonight. I already have blood on my hands.
Sure, you'd notice the blood. Sure, you'd notice the blood, but have you noticed me? Danny, I love you.
Well, you got the car! Well, Mr. Pincus, that was a very brave move.
Well, you know, I didn't have much choice. It was that or fall off the edge of that beehive.
Yes, well, now you could trade that car for the box where Carol Merrill is standing. What'll it be? Hmm?
Well, I know you said there might be a chance at a lifetime of honey, so I'm going to trade for the box.
Well, you're a smart
I'm
man.
going to go to channel 1.
So I'm in the bottom 2 again, which means I have to do the super sniffer challenge. Orange?
Oh my God, I cannot believe that Karen brought out her baby's breath perfume. I call it, baby's butt breath, more like. I really don't know what end it's coming from.
Channel 4.
After you, I didn't want to see anyone else.
You've been talking so long, we're snowed into the church. How am I going to get to my business now?
Channel 1.
I thought it was orange, but it was baby's breath. I'm an idiot.
So I guess that makes me, the best nose on the entire competition. And I have to say, it's not the first time that I've stuck my nose in things and won. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, channel 2. What a snotty girl.
Danny, I said I love you. Turn the lights on. I don't care about the bodies.
I don't think anyone knows what really happened in this room.
Oh, a cliffhanger. I guess I'll have to wait till next season. Channel 3.
Now listen carefully, Mr. Pincus. Who is an Grammy Award country and western singer who has her own talk show?
It might be Kelly Clarkson.
Ah, you won again,
Oh
Mr.
my
Pincus.
gosh. All right. Well, that makes me feel like I'm in the mood for wrapping up with some romance. Channel 4. Okay, that's enough. I'm turning this off. That is suck. I have to watch it.
Oh, small town. Small town.
So
Come back.
graphic. Ugh. Off.
Gotta love it when Miss Karen Bond gets on that Hallmark movie train. Give it up for all of our players tonight.
Thank you to Tom for making me relive that painful moment in my life.
That is Changing Channels. Hey everybody, we're in 38 households across the world right now, live through the miracle of Zoom into your homes. And I'm sure you can tell if you're watching this show, and you do every week, that we got some amazing performers and an amazing level of talent on this show. If you want to say thank you to the cast with a pay what you can ticket, please feel free to throw some thanks into the tip jar. We've got a Venmo and PayPal tip jar for the cast at Online Variety Show. Think of what you might spend on a Friday night going out to see like a movie or going to a theme park or just on entertainment on a Friday night and maybe show our cast here some thanks. There's a PayPal too, paypal.me/online variety show, and anything you toss into that tip jar there will get split amongst our 5 performers here tonight. And we thank you so much in advance. We thank you for being here, and we'd like to remind you we're here every Friday night. So any Friday night, you're staying safe and responsible at home throughout this time, and you want some live entertainment, find us right here, as you can so many different nights throughout the week. We're down to our last game of the evening. We're going to play a little game called Press Conference, and for this, I'll invite everybody to turn their cameras back on. Now, the point of this game is one of our players has done something amazing at a location, wearing something and with someone famous, but they're not going to know what that is. While they hold the press conference, they're going to have to figure it out, and it's going to be a lot of fun. The rest of us will play the press at the conference, and Denny, I believe it's going to be you who's going to be stepping away.
I don't want to reveal the magic, how the sausage is made, but can you tell me the orders that I'm going to be guessing in? What did I do? Who was I with?
Where you were at and what you were wearing.
So what did I do? Who was I with? Where I was at and what I was wearing.
Yes.
Okay, can somebody text me when it's time to come back? I'm going to mute
What,
my phone.
who, where, wearing.
I don't have my
Yeah.
Where?
Who's gonna text
I'll
you?
text you. I'll text
Thank
you.
you.
Wait, I'm not muted.
And I want to say thanks. I don't know who's running the Vaudacity Network chat in the YouTubes, but you're doing a phenomenal job. Whoever it is, it's their first time on the keyboards tonight. So thank you for doing that. I know we're without Craig and Sam tonight, and I was trying to find somebody to fill in there. But
Who do you think it is? Do you have any idea?
it's probably a member of the social media team. I just don't know who. It's either Heather, Christina, or Dari. I hope, unless it's some stranger who is just trying to help us out. Just got my login info and is trying to help us out. That's
Chris Kringle.
all right. So we've already got some suggestions. You guys already know the drill. So the question is, who does Denny know? Well, she'll know William Shatner. So we'll plug that into who she was with.
Who does Denny know?
She was with Shatler. New York City, Times Square from Laurie Monson. We'll go ahead and do that. Times Square, New York City is where they were. William Shatner and Denny. Where Denny was wearing a wedding dress. Thank you, Liz Levin.
What was her crime or whatever?
What she did. The crime version is tomorrow night. So anybody who wants to see the crime version, come on back for Polly's Online Variety Show tomorrow night. But this is a press conference. We're celebrating something awesome that she did. So what did she do? I don't think we have anybody who put anything awesome that she... So she did something amazing with William Shatner in Times Square wearing a wedding dress. They were both wearing wedding dresses, let's be honest. But what was it that they did? Opened a shoe store.
So recap.
Denny opened a shoe store with William Shatner in Times Square. It's tough to open a shop there. And they were both wearing wedding dresses when they did it. So,
all right, shall I text her? Tell her?
Let's text her back in. And this is going to be an incredible opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored. I'm honored to be here with y'all tonight to celebrate. Give it up for our guest of honor, Miss Denny Siegel. Thank you for being here with us, Denny. After this, we've got an esteemed panel from the press here today, but as the host of this junket, I just have to ask, how are you feeling right now?
Well, landing on the moon with Tommy Chong and breaking a replica of the Statue of Liberty while wearing a pink tutu is no small feat, I will tell you.
That must have been very exciting for you.
It was, and I assume that's why you're here for that thing. I've done a lot of things, so maybe you're here for something else. I don't know.
I have a question. Brother Thaddeus from Jesuit News.
Yes.
How does it feel to go where no man has gone before?
Oh, well, I just said I went to the moon, so I guess I also went into outer space first. This was an exciting enterprise, and I guess it's true that I punched William Shatner in the face. It was a sushi bar, and what did I do?
As we jump around out of order here, I'm not sure the press is up on the order here tonight, but That's great that you got to do that.
I was with William Shatner, and thank you for
Yes.
making that so very easy for me, sir.
Yes. I would like to ask the press at this time to put one foot in front of the other.
Well, that's how the order I wrote it down. Sorry.
Well, it was a small leap for me, but it was a giant step for Neil Armstrong and I both punched William Shatner. So, to be fair,
Yes, we will continue with as press. We have our feet on the ground, and we'll continue to put one foot in front of the other with our next question. Miss Jane.
Yes, Miss Jane from Tightwad Magazine. We're wondering how you plan to hire workers. Do you really expect to pay less to your employees?
well, I think if you hire non-union people to pick fruit, there's a history, unfortunately, of migrant workers. They don't get compensated enough. I would not do that where anyone could see, but I might consider hiring small children because their hands are so little. They can really grab those grapes without breaking the. No,
Yes,
What I
so
am gonna do is
slaves certainly you do pay less when you hire.
No,
slaves.
I'm absolutely opposed to slavery, but I do believe in paying the I broke the, you know what I did is I broke the picket line. William Shatner and we broke the picket line. Look for the union label. I don't think so. That's what I said to those ladies.
Yes.
There's a.
Are you prepared to march? Are you prepared for a march, even if it becomes uncomfortable to march or to even walk?
I don't care if I don't care if William Shatner and I footbind every single woman in this country and also force them into high heels because you don't have to pay more when you can pay less. There's a blonde reporter who's had her hand up for quite some time. Yes.
Oh, thank you. Deborah Middle from Kitty Cat News. I'm just covering anything, though. I just want to make sure this interview seems to be getting away from you. I want to make sure that your tongue is in the right place and everything is really cinched up, laced up. So I really want to ask about the soul of your company.
Yes,
What do you think your real brand is?
Well, I do have non-union workers make my shoes at the shoe factory. I learned this from Willy Wonka. He had an entire race of little orange people. It is a pump factory. It looks like a shoe, but it feels like a sneaker. You can actually play basketball in it if you're old enough to remember that, which I clearly am. I don't pay union dues. Yes, you, sir, with the hat.
I thought that was a very big step for you to take. So congratulations.
And with all of that work that goes on behind the scenes, what we're having today, this recognition for you is we're just so excited you're finally able to share these with the public because
I'm launching a shoe company, right?
Yes, yes.
I'm creating a new shoe.
You've opened your first location.
Yes, William Shatner and I have opened the very first shoe emporium store. It's called Denny Shat here, and it is. We're trying to expand into Tallahassee and Wyoming, all of Wyoming, and just.
But where you began is epic and iconic. So this first location.
Yes, Times Square, New York. It's not going to get any bigger than that.
Wow.
All right. For anyone who thinks that's weird, Tom's one of my best friends, and he talks about Times Square a lot. Oh, but that wouldn't have been his suggestion. That made no sense. That was just psychic. Okay. So I am opening my first shoe store with William Shatner in Times Square. I don't want to bring up the lockdown in the middle of a launch here, but there's been a lot more room in Times Square lately, and we have not had to get a permit or anything. We just opened the store. We had paper cannons. It was a William Shatner sang. It was crooned. It was really nice, really nice. There's some questions, I think, from the press.
Yes, Tightwad Magazine again, Miss Jane. Are you and Mr. Shatner tired of the news going around and then calling this your relationship simply a business enterprise because of the Star Trek reference? How would you categorize your relationship?
It is strictly professional. I have been a fan of Mr. Shatner's for years. He has apparently he got inspired from Star Trek. He wanted to launch a line of moon boots.
You don't think it's time to land that spacecraft now?
He's a very attractive man. I'm not going to lie. Yes, you, sir, with a floral print.
Brother Thaddeus from Jesuit News.
Sorry, Father.
I'm finding it that your remarks are very veiled. I don't think you're really saying exactly what you mean.
Well, I guess if I'm going to open a shoe store in Times Square with William Shatner, we should make it official, and I guess I should wear a wedding dress.
Very good.
And if you and I mean, that's the whole reason why we're here. Can you just state for all of us one more time while we take our photos exactly why we're here?
Yes, we're here because William Shatner and I opened a shoe store in Times Square wearing wedding dresses.
Let's hear it for Denny Siegel.
Sounds so normal when she says it.
She gets like Times Square. I'm like, what did I say? I'm rolling back what I said in my head. I was like,
I'm from New York. I don't know, and it's New Year's.
All right, that was fantastic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's this week's episode of The Suggestion Box. Let's hear it for your cast. Tom Carrozza, Karen Bond, Jane Brucker, Danny Roque, and Denny Siegel.
And Paul Carganilla!
Thank you so much. I love you guys, and I'm so happy to be here anytime that I'm able to. I will. And we're so glad y'all are here with us anytime you are able to on Friday nights right here on the Vaudacity Network. Don't forget, you can thank our cast via Venmo or PayPal at Online Variety Show. Thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your evening tonight, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night, Saturday night, on Polly's Online Variety Show right here. Bye!